Jane was having a mix of anxiety, fear, and excitement. She starts business, months of preparations and hard work. The more she worked, the more confident in success she was becoming. This is a sweet and frightening feeling of launching and nothing happens. No one is buying. No one is admiring her work. Jane is exhausted, appalled, and angry. But why did this happen? People have a distorted perception of their efforts, be it business, work, or personal relations. We perceive interactions as a process of exchange. Giving, we expect something in return. A lot of marketing is built this way. Why do brands offer you something for free? This is not a philanthropy. Receiving something, you feel compelled to give something in return. They are making you buy stuff by pulling tiny psychological strings. This works the same way when roles are swapped and we are on the given side. Offering nice presents, we expect to receive something nice back. Providing help, we expect we will be offered a hand in case of need. When we work hard, we expect to be rewarded generously, and by giving someone our time and attention, we are looking for reciprocity. We are expecting something proportionate back. The more we invest, the bigger our expectations become, and the investments we are making are of two kinds. The first are tangible ones, like money, time, equipment, plain and simple here. The second group, though, is way more tricky, and the trap is here. These are intangible investments. They will determine your price and positioning not less than the previous group, and sometimes even more. This is you yourself, your mental investments, dedication, willpower, sense of purpose, love, and a set of other things. The fact that your work is equally dependent on the mental investments is widely recognized in science, like in the 2020 study by Rado et al., for example. So, the more you are focused on the project, the more you basically like it, the higher probability you would expect the same level of dedication from others, buyers, clients, and the market overall, or even from friends. Your brain thinks that the perceived value of something is proportionate to the mental value you invested into it. Otherwise, this would create a cognitive dissonance. The brain would hardly accept that you invested so much of yourself into something loosey. So the ideas in which we invested a lot are automatically perceived by us as good ones. And good ideas are widely supported, aren't they? And here comes the hit. That value is just your imagination. Real market value has nothing to do with how much you invested, but rather how badly it is needed. It originates not from your physical and mental investments, but physical and mental needs of receivers, like clients or employers. Therefore, your passion and dedication plays two sides. One, it allows you to make things happen. If you did not like what you were doing, probably it would be a challenge to make things materialize. But on the other hand, it distorts your perception of the market, making the unbiased assessment challenging. Jane's obsession with the product made her build expectations that this obsession would be shared by others. She ignored the needs of others, focusing on meeting those of her own. This helped to launch the product, but at the same time created expectations. Once they weren't met, she developed a feeling of frustration. She felt no one admired her work. This demotivated her from pursuing further ventures, as how could anything be successful? If such a good idea did not work, then nothing would. So what could Jane and you do to avoid such a pitfall? Two main things. First, be number-centric. Measure everything which is measurable. Market, competition, Google search results, everything. Once you start having expectations, ask yourself whether they are based on numbers. Beware if they rely on words and emotions. Numbers are an external source which should bring you back to earth once you start daydreaming. Second one, be detached. This is not about you and your expectations, but about those of the customer. What would happen if your customers do not buy your product? Will they survive? Do they have an alternative? What is good about Jane? The fact that she pulled something out. It is hard to do things, and most people don't. The fact that she managed something is already remarkable, and she gained valuable experience along the way. The next step is to adjust the perception and to note that people do not care about us and do care about them. Our task is in balancing our tangible and mental investments with objective market analysis. The first step to that is to remember that the more we like something we do, the more we expect it to be liked by others. And the second step is to remember that this is a wrong approach. And a quick note here, we are crafting new videos about entrepreneurship, creativity, self-development and health. Please subscribe to support us and receive new videos from Make Sense.